Have you ever noticed how sometimes the smallest details can hold the biggest meanings? Well, in the Quran, two prophets say almost the exact same thing to their people, but one single word is different. So why? Today, we're going to dig into how just one word can open up a whole world of meaning and show us the incredible precision of the divine text.
Okay, let's jump right in by looking at these two verses from Surah Al-A'raf. Now, at first glance, they look nearly identical, right? Both Prophet Salih and Prophet Shuayb, peace be upon them, are telling their people that they've delivered the message of their Lord. But look closely at the highlighted words. For Salih, it's the singular word, risala, which means message. But for Shuayb, it's the plural, risalat, meaning messages.
And that right there is our puzzle for today. You've got to wonder, is this just a random little difference in wording, or is there a much deeper wisdom behind this specific choice? Why would Allah use a singular word for one prophet's mission and a plural for the other, in what seems like the exact same situation?
So how do we even begin to solve this puzzle? Well, the beautiful thing is, to understand the word of Allah, we don't actually have to look very far. The key is found right inside the Quran itself, and it's based on a golden rule of interpretation.
And the rule is actually incredibly simple, but so powerful. The Quran explains itself. You know, often the best, most authentic way to understand one verse is to look at another verse. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use this golden rule and let the Quran itself tell us the answer.
Okay, so using this rule, let's start our investigation with Prophet Salih, peace be upon him. We need to find out what the Quran says about the mission he was sent with.
And what's amazing is that the Quran is super specific about this. It tells us exactly what his central proof, his core sign, really was. So what was that single, powerful sign that he brought to his people? And there it is. It's just brilliant. In the very same chapter, Allah tells us that Salih said, "A clear proof has come to you from your Lord. This is the she-camel of Allah as a sign for you." His entire mission, his proof, his message, it was all centered around this one huge miraculous sign. So, a single incredible sign perfectly lines up with the singular word message.
Perfect. So now let's use that exact same method for Prophet Shuayb, peace be upon him. We're just going to let the Quran tell us his story.
So, the question is, did his mission also hinge on one big, dramatic, physical miracle like the she-camel? Let's go back to the Quran and see what it tells us he presented to his people, the people of Median. And when you look at the Quran, you see it's a totally different story for him. There's no mention of one central sign. Instead, the Quran lays out a whole series of clear commands and warnings he brought. He told them, be fair in your business. Don't cheat people out of what's theirs. Don't cause corruption, and don't threaten believers. See? It wasn't one thing. These were messages. All right, let's put all the pieces together now. When we place all this evidence side by side, the picture becomes absolutely crystal clear, and it really shows you the stunning precision of the Quranic language. And just like that, the puzzle solves itself, doesn't it? For Prophet Salih and his one great sign, the she-camel, the Quran uses the singular, risala. And for Prophet Shuayb and his multiple commands and warnings, it uses the plural, risalat. This is not a coincidence. It's divine precision, perfect down to a single letter. Okay, so this is a really cool detail. But what's the big takeaway here? Why does this matter so much? Because this isn't just a fascinating little fact. It's actually an invitation for us to have a much deeper relationship with the Quran. The main takeaway is this: that amazing tool for understanding, for what we call tadabbur, or really deep reflection, it's already right there in your hands. You don't always need to go to complicated books to get started. By simply connecting different verses and asking why, you can start to unlock these incredible layers of meaning all on your own, because the Quran truly is its own best interpreter.
So, the next time you open the Quran, try to look for these little details. A change in a single word, a slightly different phrase. Each one of them is like a doorway to a deeper appreciation of this miraculous book. The only question left is, what treasure are you going to discover next?